All right, guys, welcome back. This is, I guess I'm doing episodes at this point. This is episode 4, working on the LS G35 swap. So let me catch you guys up. Did some things off of camera, which were the drive shaft is bolted up to the transmission. Transmission has all the bolts in it. So good there. Now we're working on the power steering lines. So we got a new high pressure line from ISR and then a new rubber hose. And we got that ran along here, zip tied all the way around. And where's it at? Trying to find it here. There it is, right there. And then it goes up there. And it's going to run up there. We're going to have a plate that's going to block off this hole from the wheel well to keep rain out. And then other than that, we also are, well, Andrew's working on the, basically the mounting bracket for the power steering cooler as well as the oil cooler. They're going to run that should go somewhere about there. And oil cooler is going to go over here. And we're going to have the lines, actually, the lines are going to run through this small hole in the core support that we cut out and feed into the coolers. That's what's on the agenda today. I will pick back up whenever we get something else going. All right, so the oil cooler is mounted in its place, and I just ran into the tire, as you guys just saw. That was there we go. But we even got a bolt in it right there. And then just zip ties right there. But that thing, can you move it around? Not going anywhere. So we're good. We just got to mount the power steering cooler somewhere around here. And like I said, all the lines will feed through this hole and go over to the respective cooler. So we'll pick back up here in a second. I'm going to take a break and go get some coffee. And then we'll start back fresh whenever we got some caffeine. All right, Andrew is drilling holes for the bracket mount for the power steering cooler. And now that the 2 holes are done, those are going to mount to the bottom of the power steering cooler, and then the other section of that L bracket is going to bolt into the core support right here. We're actually going to reuse one of those holes, and we'll have to do another one on that side over there. So yeah, that's where we are with the coolers. After this, both coolers will be mounted, and then we just got to go ahead and get the lines attached, and that'll be it for those 2 coolers. I knew that was going to happen. Andrew gets a little camera shy.
Cold fingers. It's cold outside. That washer's too big too. Just thinner washer.
Oh, we got some.
I got a few.
Got quite a collection here. Do you like to drop that one?
That's a good spot for that one. Go down there. This one's a little smaller. Alright, 1 bolt.
1 bolt and 1 zip tie.
Keep with the theme, everything's going to have a zip tie on it.
Everything at least has a bolt and a zip tie. But there we go. So
hopefully the
oil cooler, power steering cooler, radiator, all of it's right there now. Sweet. Guys, the power steering is all done. The lines are coming in through here. The drain is going into the bottom right there, and the high pressure line is going in on that side. And let's see if we can kind of see in here. So you're good. And now it's time to move on to the oil cooler lines and figure out that placement and the oil filter. Yeah, so we gotta get that all done. I gotta actually clean all the stuff right now, but I gotta get all these lines and the oil filter also mounted, and then we'll be done with those lines. So Right now I'm working on cleaning all those hoses that go to the oil filter relocation kit, as well as the oil cooler, because they are disgusting because they were in the pan that was under the engine as we were cleaning everything. Spray all this down with brake clean and get all the crud off of it that I can. So that's what I'm doing now. I'll pick back up after I'm done cleaning. It's kind of hard to clean and film, so I'll just show you guys once it's all clean. All right, and the lines up front on the oil cooler and the power steering cooler are just ran right along there, and then power steering one's down there, and then they're just going into the engine bay there. Then up here, we're gonna probably mount the oil cooler somewhere over there in that area. Or you said the wheel well somewhere?
Yeah. Yep. We got plenty of space.
So we're basically done with everything up front minus the filter relocation. Try to figure out what we're gonna do with that. But then we got to put the 2 oil cooler lines onto the oil pan, and after that, basically the oil system will be all in place. And whenever we're ready, we can go ahead and put oil in it, and it'll be good to go. So we'll pick back up when we figure out a good place for the oil filter relocation kit, see where we're going to put that, and yeah, so I'll pick it back up in a second. All right, so we ran into some mild issues with the filter relocation setup, basically in the way that we ran the lines. It is kind of stuck in a position where we really wouldn't like it. Eventually we'll probably get some 90s or something to kind of relocate it so that we can mount it better. But here is where it is at the moment, and where it's probably going to stay until at least first start and all that stuff. So it is right over there, unfortunately, and the oil filter will obviously screw on the end there, and all the lines are already ran underneath and are going to the oil pan, so we are good there. Oil caps off. Go ahead and throw some I think we just bought some cheap synthetic oil. Bought some cheap synthetic oil just to put in it for just the basically first start, and so that we can you know, let it get up to temperature and then drain it and hopefully get any debris or anything else that may or may not be in the engine. Then after that, we can fill it up with some good stuff, which will probably be the 20W50 VR1 racing oil. That's what I've been using for a while now in the VQ, and that's what I plan on continue running in this. So for now, we'll go ahead and add the oil. Just some good old Walmart Super Tech. What was it? It was synthetic. Not that it matters.
Synthetic?
Synthetic blend is what I think it is. But either way, right? We could not find any conventional oil at Walmart. But either way, like I said, this was like, I think it was like $17. And like I said, it's just going to run in there long enough to get the engine up to temperature. And then we're going to drain it. And like I said, put some fresh oil in it afterwards. So I'm going to go ahead. Well, he's going to go ahead and add it in now. And the engine will officially have again. And we can check for leaks.
Did you tighten that oil pan bolt?
Sure. Yeah, we did.
Because we don't know how many quarts this thing takes.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We're not sure exactly on what the oil capacity is going to be with the oil cooler. I'm not sure how many quarts it adds to it, but I guess we will figure that out eventually. But for now, this is what, like I said, we're adding there. I'll probably grab an extra 2 quarts before we obviously do the first start, just to throw it in there and check the level on the dipstick, and then we'll start it. But this is just a good start, just to have some oil in there. Like I said, we're not at the point of first start yet, so it's pretty much irrelevant. But we can kind of check and see if there's any leaks. Obviously it's not at pressure or anything, but still just make sure nothing's dripping anywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the oil cap back on and get back to you guys. All right, same video actually a couple days later. Man, I really forgot where we left off. But the fuel lines and all that stuff, we got pretty far on that. We still waiting on a few lines to connect the basically the fuel line that goes to the engine bay to the fuel rail. But the like I said, the power steering cooler and the oil cooler is done. And also tonight we actually worked on the ABS delete kit, as well as replacing the front caliper lines with the stainless steel. I'll show you. So you guys can see, got a nice stainless steel line going from the caliper to wall here, and then from that we got a chase base kit running that up into the engine bay, along with the rear brakes also going into the engine bay. And I'll show you guys from up top so you can kind of see the oh, are you? Alright, well the car's coming down, so I'll show you guys when it's down where everything is mounted and everything. So yeah, the car's down, and so the one coming from the driver's side goes through the existing hole for it. We got to figure out what to do with all the extra line, but here's the ABS delete, so no more huge ABS block right here, and we have this won't focus on it. And we have this, basically that valve will let us adjust the brake pressure to the rear so we can get more of like a 70-30 split between the brakes. But with that being said, that was the oil cooler, power steering cooler, most of the fuel's done, and the brake lines are mostly done along with the ABS delete. So I think that's a good stopping point for today's video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.